Hello, Sagittarius. This is your reading for the week of April 7th through the 13th. Let's take a peek and see what Spirit and the universe has in store for you. With that said, please hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow buttons. I would appreciate it. And additionally, take what resonates with you. Leave the rest behind. Top card out, which is your energy for the reading, is a Knight of Cups, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. And then cleaning it up the house is the Devil card. Devil card. Underneath, as a clarifier to that Knight of Cups, is a Ten of Swords. And the Four of Wands underneath the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Cups under the Devil card. The card on the bottom of the deck is this wonderful little, is it page? Yep, Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands being on the bottom of the deck is an energy for the reading itself. And so when you have this card is your energy specifically to the read for the week, and this is the energy for the reading itself. And so your environment is one of paying attention to news and information. It's gonna make some changes to make you feel about things in a different way, possibly, so forth and so on. But it's youthful energy, and so it's probably information that's going to help you change your mind, or make you work through something, or teach you how to work through something, or even to see things a little differently. It's not a sword, so it's not changing your mind. It's you're working through a process to come about with some new information. So you're going to take the new information and use it to work with it, again, to your advantage. Now, what we're doing here, this first read is going to be a read specifically to investments and finance and economics for you. The next reading I'll do, and when they get this ended, I will talk about a personal reading in essence of how these cards relate to you on the personal life, and not in reference to economics or finance. But for the first glance, we are definitely looking at economics. Okay, here's a Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is saying, Lord, I'm looking for happier times, because this is going to be a week where, again, you've had a lot of trying in your economics, okay? This has not been, you just had a wreck. You just had a train wreck. I mean, just the world fell off of the cliff train wreck, and you've had all kinds of economic downturn. And so you are saying, I've got to move into a happier time. So please make this come to an end, because it's not getting better. It's getting worse. And so the positive attitude is super important, okay? This positive attitude may be coming again, because during the week, you're going to have something new come through. Again, new information for you to understand, new way to process something, so where you can use that to work through what it is you're feeling anxious about. The other thing that I get from this was this strong energy of exhaustion. So, and again, exhaustion from all of the upheaval and the economics, because we are talking economics here. Spin the wheel. Okay, so spin the wheel is here. I like it because, again, you're feeling like, you know what, I've got to put this behind me. It can't get much worse, so I got to spin the wheel. But what that's telling you is spin the wheel and be distracted. Spin the wheel and be distracted from the economics, okay? This is not a week to be playing in the economic markets. It's not a week to be really going out on a limb. This is a week to stay close at home. Focus on the family. This is the big thing here. So let's not play in the market. Let's not really be in the market. Let's be ready. This is the happy, knowing that this is going to come to an end eventually. But this is more that positive energy that says, you know what, I'm not going to put things at risk. I'm not going to spin the wheel and risk things. I'm going to focus on my family. I'm going to learn go with the information that I'm being given, and use that information to make the right choices that I have to make. And the big struggle, again, is the happier versus the negative, okay? Again, because you're going to try your best to be happy, but man, the news is just all over. It's not so pretty. It's not so good. It's very negative. These two are your top cards heading out of the week, so these changes are going to be lasting for a while. So don't expect a major upheaval anytime soon to bring back a more positive energy. It just isn't there right now. So focus on your family. This is a queen. Be patient with the changes, okay? Because the queen is a patient energy. The king and knight are not so much, but the queen's a patient energy. And if you notice the water around her, she's used to the change. She will adjust. She will adjust. Therefore, you will adjust. You will be fine navigating this. So keep your money in your pocket. Keep your investments to a limited, safe space. So if you're looking at putting them in the CDs, into something that, again, has safety, then that would be great. Yeah, smaller interest, smaller return, it doesn't matter. The point is the money will be safe, and that's what you're concerned about. That's why you don't want to spin the wheel, and that's why you're concerned. So slow and steady growth is the way to do it. And again, changing from maybe being in the market, pulling it out and putting it in a money market, putting it in something that gives a little, maybe a CD, maybe some savings bonds, maybe government bonds. Government bonds are tax free. This could be a good thing there because, again, it's like keeping the money home. But this is definitely not a time to be in the market. So keep your money on the sidelines, keep your focus on your family. Now let's take a look at this in the personal way. Sagittarius, page of wands, youthful energy, youthful news. People are sharing some information with you from a youthful perspective, and this is a week to listen to the young. Listen to the young and let them kind of educate you and train you. Let them give you ideas and insights that maybe you haven't had before. Make sure that you're listening closely to what they say, because they're going to give you some nuggets of information that will that'll make you kind of happy. It's kind of loosen things up a little bit, lighten things up a little bit. You've maybe gone through a little bit of a rough spot, but that rough spot is coming to an end. That's what this is about here. So again, your rough segment is coming to an end in your personal and private life, because maybe, again, the levity of the youth may be giving something that just made so much sense and fit. So as you move through your week, the Wheel of Fortune comes up, and the Wheel of Fortune is saying, hey, what do you have to do? What do you have? You're not like this choice or this choice or this choice. Where do I head forward? Where do I move forward? Spin the Wheel of Fortune. Figure it out. Most importantly, focus on your family. This is, again, back on the focus of family. Make sure that you're focused on make sure whatever's happening in your world right now is about family, because right now this is the week of family. So make sure you focus on the family. Make sure you give them the attention that you would hope that they are giving to you. Make sure that you are, not not letting your funk, kind of bring you down, because again we're working to change that funk. So let's not get into a funky mood based on this. Let's just look around and say, okay, how can we change things? How can we make things a little better? How can we do this? We can do this. And again, focus on the family environment, knowing that you've just come out of a little bit rougher patch and you're moving on to a happier patch. The Queen of Cups is here again, and in the life situation, the Queen of Cups is saying, you know what, the happiness is there, and again, the changes have been made, but there's still some changes to be made, but it's slow and steady. So nudge and push a little bit. Don't push too hard. Don't slam too hard. Again, just kind of nudge a little bit, but you have to be in the mood for positive change as well. Okay, so it's not just everything around you, everyone around you. So be prepared for a little bit of change, a little transition, moving definitely from a more frustrating time to a much happier time. Make sure you're looking at what all the angles are from decisions you're making as you spin that wheel and make your next step. But most importantly, focus on the family. It is super important. Keep the negative energy out, because it will seep in, because you're going to, oh, what about this and what about this? Don't worry about that. Most important, go with the flow. As the changes come to you, make sure that you embrace them. Make sure that you're willing to work with them. Okay, because again, that's super important with this reading. Let's get a little bit extra reads here. We have the World card. So again, things are getting better. The Justice card, again, it's the work you put in, you get out. And the Page of Cups, which is interesting, because the page is like the Page of Wands, but the Page of Cups is that youthful new energy that comes from all this new information. So again, look at the world a little differently. Make sure that you're seeing it through a younger set of eyes, a more youthful understanding, so that you can appreciate some of the things that maybe you've been overlooking for a while, and embrace the fact that you have your family, you have your health, you have all the wonderful things that are lining up for you. And even when the world's going crazy and economics are going crazy, you're taken care of because you did the planning in advance. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to let you go. Let me know if this resonates with you. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and follow button. I'd appreciate it. Send me a message. Let me know. And most importantly, love, light, and blessings from me and my family. It's an Mystic Tarot to you and yours. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.